Well, Suilalo and has 2 3-stars doing it. This time he's changing it up, going with a Queen Charge Hog attack.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger players from MCES alongside Arium. We're going to see the Hog Riders this time instead of Balloons, his favorite troop. He does say that he wants to take each attack one at a time. He's not worried about the next match. He's focused solely on trying to defeat Nova here and now. He is a logistics professional with Orange, so you got to expect that he's in his element here at the live event, planning the logistics for this attack. This Archer Queen's going to go on a charge here on the right corner of the base. We'll have an easy access to that Eagle Artillery, pretty atypically far out from the center of the base. What do you think that means for the later stages of this hit, Carbon?
The Queen being able to reach that Eagle Artillery and take it down is huge value. That you don't take those Eagle Artillery shots on your troops. And he was able to charge it, not only take out the Eagle, but also take out the Clan Castle. It's a Witch and Archers, means you can easily poison your way through it, no problem. It's not your typical Lava Hound that we've been seeing. And then there is the Queen. But the Queen is located right next to the Barbarian King, who has so much HP. But the Queen locks onto the Queen, takes her down in just a few shots. And now the Queen's locked onto this King, has to use a Rage because of his power right there, but the King is still moving on the outside, and he still is going to have to drop 26 Hog Riders waiting to see where this Queen goes. She walks on the outside, meaning she could reach for this Town Hall if she walks inside the base.
She didn't lose any of her healers in that early stab. That's going to give her plenty of life to charge at the bottom side of this base. Now, remember, this is still just the Queen charge section of this attack. We still have 26 Hog Riders to move in afterward. They target directly onto buildings and can go on an absolute rampage, especially if they're healed up with those 2 heal spells that Linnaeus brought. He's got that Grand Warden still within range. Expect to see him use that ability soon to protect these Hogs from the Inferno Tower. Might be a little bit more conservative and use it later on if he thinks that instead he can get those heal spells to keep them topped off early on.
Hogs are moving through the core of this base. Some of the healers transfer off to them. Has 1 more heal, pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome through all of these multis, still 3 of them up, which is going to be devastating if he doesn't get these heals down. Finds a Giant Bomb, moving through the core here, has 2 more Hogs. But if he can overwhelm this core, the Queen can actually reach over the wall and grab everything. There's a nice distraction Giant, perfect timing. Some Hogs coming on the top side. If the Hogs can clear that multi in the core, this is looking really good for a 3-star. But the time, though, he's got the Miner on the town, on actually the Clan Castle in the core. If the Miner can get through that in time with the Hogs moving over, this could be a 3-star, Woody.
It looks like he's got a great chance at it. There's also the Hog Riders that are going to go for the core now. So now that they've finished off that Builder Hut, it's a 99% that count. That Clan Castle right in the center is the very last building, and when life gives you lemons, MCS sends in Linnaeus for the 3-star.
Early strike here by the French.
Tanks and damage dealers in the center of that base did exactly what they were expected to do, but just didn't have the lifeblood to carry on the last stage of that attack. That'll give Nova another fighting chance here now. They are still down by 1 star in this war, and it's back to LP to get a shot at that 3rd-star strike. He got 2 3-star hits in the group stage. He was using Hog's Queen Walk in one of his attacks, and it looks like that's what he's going for again here. He said he would use the price to buy more gems and boost his account even further, but he's very excited to represent Nova Mao Do here. He's a student who attended the June qualifier, so he's no stranger to the stage. The bright lights aren't going to phase LP at all.
The Queen is now charging into the core, going to be able to remove not only the Eagle, but also the enemy Queen. Pull some Skellies, which is going to be great for when the Hogs are moving through this base, and the Queen's going to be able to reach over the wall and also grab a bomb tower, but the Queen can't grab the Expo on the other side. Drops the Rage to try to power through this whole core section. He has a Sweeper pushing these healers back, so that's going to be a problem. Watch out, he might actually have to pop the Queen ability because of the Sweeper and has to get through that enemy Queen.
He's dropping 2 rage spells now to support this Queen charge into the center of the base. He is taking out several of these key defensive structures, though. Finishes off the enemy Archer Queen now and encounters the Clan Castle. A Lava Hound pops out, and that's just going to distract this Queen for a little while. She's going to have to return fire against these pups now as they're spreading out around her. Not a threat to killing her off, but it will slow her down and force out that Queen ability, as you know, to Carbonton.
Sending the Hogs from the top side, meaning they're going to funnel directly right to this Town Hall with the Grand Warden. and rages up the Queen, and he's already used the Queen ability, meaning he can't use it as insurance later in the raid. Hogs are moving right towards this Town Hall, still has that Grand Warden ability, which lasts for 7 seconds. We find the Tornado Trap, unfortunately. The King's going to be beating on these Hogs, but if they don't target this Town Hall next, this is going to be very difficult to get to.
Looks like they did decide to go for the Town Hall, knocking it down. They take a big hit from that Giga Bomb, but they'll be healed up thanks to that last and final heal spell that L period just dropped on the base. It looks like there's not many defenses left as the Hogs continue their rampage, finishing off the circuit, and they'll now target onto regular buildings as there's nothing left to fire away at these troops. 43 seconds and already past 92%. El Puri looks very confident, adjusting his mic and high-fiving his teammates. It looks like Nova is back in the game. A 3-star strike brings them up to a 9-star total against MCES.
That's another 3-star that we saw here today.
Battle against Nova here today, but you can definitely expect them to put up another 3-star later on. Arium is one of the strongest attackers from MCES, got a 3-star strike on the big stage with Hog Riders and another 3-star behind backstage. He said he loves to play with balloons, but not bringing them here. It's once again the Hog Riders. I think Hogs might be the most effective army that we've seen so far today in this war matchup. Carbon Fin, what do you say?
Yeah, Woody, Hogs are being very popular right now. That everyone's pretty much choosing them because if you can get the value from this Queen charge, then the Hogs can move from defense to defense throughout the whole base. And we're seeing some interesting CCs. This time it is the Lava Hound with archers that come pulled out, but that Clan Castle was really easy to lure, so he doesn't have to worry about it. He can just take care of the Clan Castle right in the beginning of the raid. And now he drops a minion to help clean up the pups. The Queen's going to move up and around, has a Baby Dragon to help with cleanup, but he still has the 4 wall breakers. Look for the freeze. There it is. Perfect timing. He's going to open up that wall to the enemy Queen.
Did a great job cracking into that outer layer of the key compartment. Has an Archer Queen and a multi-target Inferno in there, but the Queen's not going. Oh, there she is. All right, she can change her mind all she wants as long as she takes out that multi-target Inferno. She is getting the job done here. Arium is attending college at Ariok for a technical degree. He says that his key phrase that he repeats all the time is to keep calm and carry on no matter what happens during an attack. Try to adapt on the fly, but stick to the plan, chums. That's what's going to get you the win in the end.
He's looking that the Hogs are going to move all the way through the core of the space. Still has that Grand Warden ability. He pops it. They're going to take out this sweeper, which means this Stone Slammer's not going to get pushed back, and they can take out the Town Hall. But the Stone Slammer finds a Tesla, meaning it's not going to go there. So this could be a devastating hit if the Hogs don't move to it. He does freeze that Town Hall, so he should have enough Hogs, hopefully, to help take it down with the Warden helping out. Can the Hogs move around? The Stone Slammer is still up, getting fired upon by the air defense. Down goes the Town Hall just in time. Some more Hogs come out, going to take out this air defense. The balloons are going to be working on the Archer Tower. Look at these healers. Keep that Queen. The King actually just barely alive. He's got the cleanup. He's got to get around the top side of the space for a potential 3-star.
Massive carnage in the later stages of this attack. The Hog Riders swung their hammer through the base, but the outer layer of defenses are still holding up, even if just barely. Arium is going to be going down to the wire here. He still has a few healers helping out that Archer Queen. She has no more targets that are behind walls. All she has to do is complete the circuit around the base. Has a few wizards helping out alongside the bottom as well as an Archer with only 3 buildings left and 13 seconds left to do it. I think that the race is going to come to a successful end. Arium is on his way to another 3 stars.
Semi-final is seeding up right now here in the arena. Arium delivering the second 3-star live on stage.
Troops to use, something that will target defense. So if you get the funnel, you can get in there and get those trick defenses.
It was beautifully funneled, so well executed, just an amazing attack to watch. Gotta love level 9 Hog Riders, so strong right now. And it's up to Toto, not his first appearance here in the World Championship qualifiers. He needs to come back and drop that 3-star to try to even things up.
Absolutely, with 2 attacks in the books for either clan, Team Queso has the advantage right now with that 3-star, 5 stars against 4, obviously with a total destruction spread of 4% as well. So things are looking really, really good for Team Queso, but These guys are all very, very capable of 3-starring, and it could easily swing the other direction in just anywhere.
Stone Slammer, watch it open the walls right there. Beautiful move as it dropped right on top of the Grand Warden, and that opened the walls for the Archer Queen. And the Barb King, his job is to make sure that the Queen turns right here and goes after that Town Hall. There, of course, beautiful freeze spell. Check out the freeze from the Ice Golem, Klaus.
Absolutely, and you were saying that it's the King's job to make sure the Queen doesn't go around. It was also the enemy's skeleton trap that caused the Queen to follow inside, so that was a really unlucky for the defender and very lucky for the attacker.
Yep, and again, this time when you do see the Lava Hound, there's a patiently placed poison spell right there waiting for that Lava Hound. You've got to make sure it's centered so that those pups soak up a lot of the poison. That's going to speed things up, as does, looks like 2 archers and 1 minion, Klaus, as they get in 36%. Town Hall is down, but he's far from the 2nd star.
Oof, it's rough to watch, but this Queen has walked her healer straight into a multi-targeting Inferno. We've been hammering on this for quite some time now. That is one of the worst things that can happen to your Queen Walk, but there it goes. It's down, and she seems to have kept at least most of her healers.
Yep, and here come your Hog Riders, bottom of the base, 6 o'clock. Toto dropping him down, moving in. He's got 2 heal spells remaining and 2 freeze spells as well. Here comes the heal. Giant Bomb. Hogs right into it, and the freeze on the Eagle Artillery. It did get 1 shell off. It's going to drop, not do much damage as the Hogs move forward, and they do take out the Eagle next. There's your last heal spell, Klaus. This is the last hope to keep those Hogs up.
This is
Get some health back.
It's an absolute surge of troops, and the heal spells plays perfectly to defend against the multi-infernos, and the Queen still being alive is absolutely
Queen is alive, and her healers are there. You can hear Top of Japan getting excited. This could be the answer right here. 84%. Check out the cleanup troops at the bottom of the screen and on the right. Nothing's going to stop this attack from Toto. He's got tons of Hog Riders left. Every single defense is down. The Archer Queen's turning. Everybody's going to head after the Clan Castle right now. 97%. Plenty of time. Here they come. The Troll freeze spell on the Clan Castle, and the immediate answer from Toto and Top of Japan. Another 3-star, Klaus.
The triple response by Top of Japan. You couldn't ask for a better one. You couldn't ask for us to write something this good.
To something like what we just saw, 79% too. And now we're getting a look at Michael DP, who has had 2 3-stars so far this weekend.
That's right. Michael got a 3-star in his first war, and then also today up against Top of Japan earlier. So this is exciting to see if he's going to be able to duplicate that. Is he going to be the 2nd player to have 3 3-stars in a single qualifier? I'm really excited to see it. And with the Queenwalk Laloon, we've talked about this before. This attack has potentially the most potential.
Potentially the most potential
yes.
is indeed true. And you saw the Coconut Loon move in and pick up a Seeking Airmine there. That protected those healers. The Lalo, you'll notice there's also 10 minions that are going to clean up behind the balloons. Barb King moving in from the top, so a good start so far. A quarter of this base is already out of the way, and that Town Hall kind of exposed over there. Not a lot protecting it, although there is an Expo in that same enclosure and the Tesla.
There we go. So that jump spell leading that Queen in toward that Eagle Artillery. If she can take out that Eagle Artillery before it does any shots, that is a huge victory for this attack. And now we also need to see 50% so that the balloons from that can actually target that Town Hall, because right now the balloons don't see it.
Good point, Klaus. And it's true, these attackers will actually count the number of structures between the beginning of an attack and when they want to drop something like Hog Riders or balloons, a defensive targeting troop, to make sure that they are at the right point in their attack to drop that troop so that the Town Hall becomes a weapon. We're only at 33% right now, but you're right, Klaus, the Archer Queen closing in on the Eagle Artillery, and she got an Expo, and of course the defensive Archer Queen is about to get wiped out.
That's right. She still has her ability, so if she needs it, she'll use it. Otherwise, she'll hold on to it, and there it goes. Queen is down, Eagle is down, CC's down, the Sweeper is down. Oh my goodness!
The tornado trap right there on the Siege Machine.
Wow,
Watch out.
That was huge value for that Queen walking, and she's still rolling with her ability. The balloons and the Stone Slammer have been deployed too, so I mean, you can't ask for a better start to this attack so far.
And if you noticed right there, Klaus, the Siege Machine did end up grabbing the Town Hall. Looks like maybe he'd use something like a minion over there to activate that Town Hall. So that is your 2nd star, 60%, lots of balloons sweeping through the 6 o'clock portion of this base. Up at the top, though, you've got one last haste spell. You can hear these guys talking for Blaze JP. Popping the balloon right there, and again, you've still got the multi-target Inferno, Wizard Tower, air defense, Last haste spell is down 76%.
No,
Lots
this
of
is
cleanup
over.
units at the bottom.
This is
They're
all about
closing
time
in on
right
the
now.
last splash defense. That Wizard Tower, they're celebrating already. He even has 2 balloons left to deploy right here. But look at the time. He's got 16 seconds left. He doesn't have the time to get these buildings down unless they hurry up and get through the last structures. Watch out as it's final 8 seconds. The elixir pump right there. The units are closing in and they're gonna grab the gold storage goes down.
And a 3-star
Oh my
from
gosh.
Michael DP. That was incredible. His second 3-star out of 2 attacks today.
Gap for Nova to try to close. They really need a 3-star here right now, and not just a 3-star, but they need to defend well in their 5th and final defense against MCES. Remember, MCES has taken advantage of Nova's relatively weaker defensive layouts before, and it looks like they're going to do it again here now with 10 stars and poised to get either 12 or 13 from their next strike.
If there's anyone to step up to the plate, it is gonna be Wei. He is perfect so far. He has 3 triples out of 3 attacks. He has not yet missed one. Hopefully, he's gonna try to get another one. Pulls the clan castle. The archers are gonna get taken out by the queen, but unfortunately, he dropped that poison really early, so he's gonna have to get through these archers one at a time. This queen can actually reach this town hall and the expo, so that's gonna be some great value. Took out the clan castle, no problem. And there are some final archers. Down they go. Queen targets the town hall next. Should be able to take care of that. And then he still has 3 more wall breakers. He's going to wait till that town hall goes down and drop a rage potentially to at least get through this next wall. There they are. Get ready for a potential rage, or they're just going to work there. There's the rage. The wall breakers are in. The queen's moving in, going to be able to take out not only this enemy queen, but that multi-target Inferno on the top side.
Wei has a perfect record using P.E.K.K.A. Smash, but Hogs and Queen Walk are his bread and butter. This is another really strong strategy that he is bringing to bear here now, taking out an enemy multi-target Inferno. It should be a clear run through the bottom right side of this base. The Queen having taken out nearly all the defensive structures in the top left. Still has to worry a little bit about that Eagle artillery, but it looks like the Hogs are fanning out very nicely, making great use of the large radius of this heal spell. Wei says that he loves his teammates, but he knows he's one of the best, and he's here to prove it here today. Show us the way.
He's showing why he deserves to be the MVP, because these hogs are moving through the bottom side. The queen is still up, moving through the top. He has plenty of cleanup, finds a Tesla farm. That Grand Warden is helping these hogs. There is a topside mortar, but that's not going to do too much problems. And look at this. Is he going to get this clutch triple, which they absolutely needed? And it will come down to the final attack for MCS. The hogs are moving through. The tassels are working through them, but that queen is still up on the top side. Can he finally get through this tassels? Come on, the archers. No, the Grand Warden takes the archer tower down. The queen's going to work on the mortar. He's got 30 seconds, Woody.
I think he's got it. He looks really strong here. Wei coming in clutch for Nova when they needed it the most. Now passing the 90% mark and just about to get this queen to jailbreak out the walls. She'll get a few shots of these remaining buildings on the top, but with Hog Riders, minions, a Grand Warden, Wizards, and Archers, I think that he's got the firepower to finish this base off. 3 stars and applause from his Nova teammates. They're still in the game.
What an attack, what an answer when they absolutely needed it to give them that second.
For Nova, Cynthia, though, has the chance to close this out right now. A 3-star would be enough to take it home for MCES. He hasn't managed to get a 3-star yet in the group stage, so now is his time to shine. Even if he doesn't get the 3-star, though, MCES would be able to win if they get a 2-star and at least 64% in this attack.
That is definitely doable if they can do it. So let's keep an eye out for this attack right here. Drops the mass hogs on this base. 1 Skelly spell for the queen as he's going to move through. The king is moving through the top side, pulls the archers out of the clan castle with a baby dragon and a witch. It looks like there's the Skellies. So if he can get the percentage, it looks like MCS can be moving on. The Ice Golem's going to freeze a beautiful radius. He's just going to send the queen straight into this town hall. There is the poison again. He had 2 poisons, deciding to use the second one. He could have saved it for potential ground Skellies that came up. Down goes the Town Hall, down goes the cannon, setting up the funnel, drops the Stone Slammer on the right side over there, and the Stone Slammer's moving in with some balloons, and here comes all the Hog Riders.
Stone Slammer on the bottom, Hogs on the top. There's no way this base isn't gonna blow its top. Hog Riders getting that Grand Warden life aura to boost him a bit more here, although he's kind of wandering away right now, no longer supporting the Hogs. They could run into a bit of trouble as Giant Bombs are going off left and right. He scored the second star though and only needs 13% more to get the win. Sends the Hog Riders down toward the bottom of the base, and another heal spell will get them topped off. Carbon Fin, I think he's done it. MCES is on their way to the grand finals. Cynthia with a 2-star 66% will edge ahead of Nova in this combat. Can they score a 3-star to add insult to injury?
He's not only going for the win, but he's going for the 3-star. Look at all these Hogs coming in, going for the final defenses. Has the Wizards and some archers down at the bottom side. Is MCES going to get 13 in this war? What a performance. The Hogs going to clear the final archer tower, and he's got plenty of cleanup with this Grand Warden going to help assist to get this 3-star.
MCES undefeated in the group stage. Having knocked down their nemesis, INTZ, remains undefeated in the playoffs. A victory over Nova Maldo, which fought a very valiant battle, coming home with 12 stars and an average destruction of 89%, improving their hit rate and destruction from the group stage, but not enough to topple these French giants. Cynthia has done it. 3 stars!
That's exactly how you win a semi-final nail-biting action here in the studio.
Off the rest of the attack with the few troops that you have left after all of the healers are used up.
Great point, Klaus. It's all about value. We saw, Klaus was talking about it earlier, we saw Itsu demonstrate it yesterday on the Telestrator, talking about making an effective funnel by using the fewest troop space possible. Definitely something that makes a huge difference in the back end of any attack. Let's watch the beginning of this one as it's Earth from Top of Japan.
Speaking of funnel troops, looks like we got a couple of goblins nice and early. You know, Top of Japan known for doing this. It was pointed out to us before. That gold mine completely just wasting away right now. And also, hey, note, Earth is their current MVP. He has gotten a 3-star in the past and has that 93% total destruction, so we can expect big things out of this young man.
That's right, and there's innovations like that that are always exciting to see. That's something that has been extremely rarely used in Clash of Clans, and that would be goblins at the front end of an attack to help with the funnel, going after those storages, those mines, those drills. That is a fantastic strategy because the goblins will chew right through them.
Look at that deployment of the P.E.K.K.A. way back there next to the healers to make sure that they won't go for anything else but those external Teslas. Now that they're in the fight, they're going to go straight, because there's nothing left. This funnel is incredible. They're going to go straight toward that Town Hall.
Good point, Klaus. Every single unit laser focused right here on that Town Hall enclosure, and look as there's a second jump spell. Nowhere else for them to go but take that 1st star with the Town Hall, and now the Clan Castle comes out. Looks like Baby Dragon, Witch, and Archers this time.
Now watch for that Eagle Artillery going down on some bounce damage and that Queen being engaged too. This is an incredible attack, as well as the beginning section. The first 50% has already taken out many of the major defenses on the base.
And there's your late Stone Slammer, about 7 o'clock, goes directly in after that Inferno Tower. That is such a great strategy to watch as well. Lots of units still in the core. We're only at 57%. The attack going well, but watch for those healers, where they're targeting and what they are keeping up. The Barb King seems to be leading the way right now, Klaus.
Absolutely brilliant, where he deployed his Stone Slammer. All those defenses were distracted. It's like the cops weren't watching, and here he comes sneaking in, taking some stuff, and that stuff is the percentage. Amazing that Stone Slammer still has yet to be popped.
Stone Slammer still up, and check out the Archer Queen. She gets down some critical defenses right here before she finally expires to that Inferno Tower. Can the Stone Slammer move in? No, not quite, but check the rage spell, the haste spell into the Inferno Tower, the air defense, the cannon, the Expo. There are tons of defenses going down right there.
This is looking very, very nice for him right now, with all of the defenses
Nothing
down
left.
with P.E.K.K.A. and nothing inside of the walls, and P.E.K.K.A. with healers on them. Galadon, this is looking like a complete overkill.
Earth looks completely relaxed right now. You can hear Top of Japan as every last structure is going down. There's only one air targeting defense. Tons of units closing in on what is left of this base. 93%, they're laughing, they're celebrating, they're joking. They know there's nothing that's going to stop Earth right now. He kicks back, the final structure's going down. 3 stars. Top of Japan, showing why they are some of the best players in their country and in the world, Klaus. Another triple.
Amazing that they put up 2 triples now. Earth, a well-known 3-star attacker, proving it today under the lights in the stress. Now Top of Japan having 2.
That has every member that can drop a 3-star. It is Team Queso, who we're watching right now, come in again, and this time it's Bat Dragon. We've got 8 Bat spells and 10 Dragons. This is exciting when it goes right, Klaus.
Absolutely, you gotta love the Dragons. I mean, like we've said many times, we've always pointed out, because the Dragons are such a fun and interesting strategy to use, and of course, Scream with Black, but we're back! We're back. The Dragons are back too, with that Bat Bomb starting it all off here.
Yep, so that Rage, Freeze, Bat Spell combination, trying to get as many defenses as they can. Look at them working on the Eagle Artillery, gonna get that Eagle down, so it's down, and more defenses in the area, because notice the Wizard Towers are all off on the right-hand side of this base, so the Bats get max value without any splash to slow them down.
Wow, so the last Bats trying to take up that final Expo down there. You can tell based on the funneling and based on the deployment that Expo, if it gets to that, will be the final defense that this base can hold up to. With 1 Rage spell remaining and a Grand Warden's Eternal Tome, you're talking about calling it close.
Yep, the Archers coming out of that Clan Castle, the Dragons closing in on that Town Hall. 70%, out comes the Lava Hound as well. Everybody in the Town Hall, good Warden ability that protects everybody as the Town Hall goes down. 75%, the Lava Hound explodes. Splash damage from the Dragons. Gonna take quick work on those Lava Pups right there. They're gonna move through the Clan Castle, 78%, 90 seconds remain in this attack, Klaus. Could it happen? The Dragons are closing in, and there's an Expo that's ground targeting only that the Dragons are moving in after, but there's 4 Teslas at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, this is going to be a close one. Those Dragons all over the place. They got a good split, though, so they're working on things as their HP holds up, but there's a lot of air targeting point defenses down at the bottom.
The Inferno goes down, but you've got the Archer Tower. There goes a Tornado Trap. That's going to stall the Dragons right there. They've got plenty of time, but the Teslas are absolutely just taking all the hit points away. They're trying to get their 2 Teslas left. The Dragons just need 1 more Tesla to get this down. The Tesla is out of here any second. That is going to ice the 3-star. Plenty of time left. 2 buildings left. Almolin from Team Queso is going to stack yet another 3-star in this World Championship qualifier.
Wow, that was incredible. Almolin is one of the few Team Queso members that hadn't tripled. And its potential to actually win the war, because that 3-star will put them over in percentage.
It looks like it because of that 69% from Blaze JP. All right, 29 miners right here, Klaus. That seems a lot higher than normal.
Well, he's got 4 healers, Galadon. I mean,
dropped a healer.
So what's up with that? I mean, we've seen 5, 3, and 4. When does that become a thing? Like, why would you pick a certain number at one point or another? I can't figure it out.
Beautiful. I'm absolutely loving this Clan Castle lure right here, because notice the healers are way out of the way of anything that could possibly harm them. And early on in this attack, we're going to deal with getting those down. Now watch, see that Wizard? See the Wizard go down right there? That was an amazing move. Think about advanced war strategy. The idea is the Wizard gets to work on the Ice Golem before the Queen unfreezes, saving time. Because remember, we're talking about time fails again and again. He dropped the Wizard after the Ice Golem went down. That starts the damage, shortens the amount of time we have to wait for the miners to come in with over 2 minutes left, Klaus.
Every chance they get, they're trying to save some time, and of course, getting the miners in at about the 1 minute mark into the attack is also very good. The funnel is set up on both sides, so the miners are all in on that Town Hall right now. They don't need to worry about that Giga Tesla because they're underneath, or a Giga Bomb, if you will, because they're underneath the ground whenever it goes off. At this point, Galadon, things are looking picture perfect.
Warden's ability, heal spell, as the miner's going to path right into it again. It's not about placing that spell where your troops are, it's placing it where they're going to go and knowing where they're going to go. The Barb King did his job funneling on the left-hand side. The miners right in the heart of this base right now, Klaus.
Galadon, that multi-targeting Inferno going down with that Stone Slammer is absolutely key here, because now the Queen Walk on the right-hand side will keep her healers alive and well. That second multi-Inferno going down is also very important. At this point, with enough time, the Queen could actually take
that is an epic heal spell right there. That heal spell kept so many miners alive, and the Archer Queen is going. You can hear them getting excited, pounding on the table over there. Tribe Gaming somehow looks like they have a shot right here. 83%, so many units left. Miners going off
How many defenses left at the bottom, Klaus? The bottom left of the base is going to be the end of this attack.
There's
That
only
is
a
going to
few,
be.
Galadon. There is still a queen ability.
45
that
seconds.
That army camp on the right goes down. The
Itsu.
queen will not
Where
get
are they going? Here they come.
Everything is coming
Here they
together.
come. They're coming down. He's got the look at him drop the minion in the corner. The minion's going to get that gold line.
the Queen's
Here
ability
they come.
off.
I cannot believe what I'm watching right now. Itsu's got the comeback victory. They are going to drop the 3-star with the last attack of the day.
Itsu
I can't
leading
even
like
breathe
a
right now.
That is the
I can't
3-star.
believe what I'm seeing.
The entire team goes
Holy
crazy.
cow.
I have chills right now, Galadon.
I've
That is the
goosebumps
3-star
from head to
Guys
toe.
Gaming.
I've
moves
never
on to
seen
the
anything
next
like that.
round.
I can't believe it. The pressure that had to be on Itsu. He was cool. He was laughing the entire time.
Wow.
These guys pull out a 3-star at the end and go on to the finals.